METS Ignited is the industry growth centre for mining equipment, technology and services. Australia's METS sector is a recognised world leader in innovation and technology, delivering the safety, environmental and productivity outcomes that sustain our global resources sector. The success of Australia's METS companies has created more highly skilled jobs and expanded the local economic contribution of Australia's leading technology sector.
Welcome to the session on data acquisition and remote condition monitoring. My name is Doyle Taylor, and I'm the owner and the technical leader of Monico. And we've been doing industrial heavy equipment communications for an awful long time. So who is Monico? We do industrial data, and the thing that we're most famous for is pre-configured solutions. We don't like to supply hardware with an operations manual and say, here, have fun. We provide pre-configured solutions, and we also provide the service and support to ensure your success. So what are we really known for? We're known for our expertise in Caterpillar equipment. We deal with many other manufacturers and different engines. We have over 20,000 gateways installed on Caterpillar engines worldwide, and that's really what we're quite famous for. So what do we do? I mean, we gather data. At its essence, we acquire data, we convert data, we transmit data, we analyze the data. We sometimes visualize that data, and the key point is that we try to help you monetize or make value out of that data. So what do we see are the challenges currently in mining? One is data ownership. All the OEMs want to lock you into their particular platform and provide the insights because they want the data. So the OEMs want you to own the equipment and buy it, but they want you to buy the data back. It's a lot of times it's aggregated data. The Capbins module, even though it has some very limited streaming capabilities, mainly it is a data aggregator where you get an hourly min, max, and average with a daily download of this data. The problem with that is it's not really useful for real-time analytics, and it's only marginally useful for historical analysis. The providers, other service providers besides the OEMs, are in the same boat. They're asking you to send the data directly to their platform, and then they will provide you with insights for a fee, but they end up owning that data. And they're also missing an incredible opportunity at the asset level to do real-time condition monitoring. The other problem are proprietary devices to acquire the data. And again, we're back to the OEMs and the service providers that you have to use their hardware. And so you create data silos that don't help you in the analytics. So one of the questions we have today is data quality. How do you deliver data quality? What is data quality? Why is it important? What are the challenges to getting quality data? And then, of course, how can Monico help you with that? So acquiring the data is the number one thing. And what we need to do for real-time analytics is acquire a complete picture of the data. So besides all the brake controller, transmission controller, and engine controller, we also would like to get oil quality analysis, tire pressure monitoring systems, so on and so forth. And we need to do this in near real time, which requires high frequency sampling. We also need to do it in a predictable manner where we don't have a lot of holes in the data that have to be cleaned up. So how do we define quality data? Quality data is a complete picture of the asset in real time. So it involves real-time streaming data. It involves high fidelity data. We typically say once per second, but some things like strut pressures are multiple times per second, and a lot of temperatures once per second maybe is too fast. But the key is it's unique signals where we're getting regular and consistent data on each individual sensor input. What is quality data and why does it matter? Why does fidelity matter? So there are many failure modes that happen intermittently at first. And if you have aggregated average type data, you'll miss these, and that misses an opportunity. So we want to be near real time so that we can build real-time actionable intelligence. So an example of that is this chart of engine torque. So this is an example of 5-minute data. So watch this area right here. Each one of those yellow triangles is a data point. And obviously you can't see that anything's wrong here. When we change that to 1 minute, we start seeing more detail. When we go to 30 seconds, we find out that the torque has actually approached the torque limit. And there's also a larger excursion on the lower side. Then we see 10 seconds and we find out that, yes, there actually was a violation of the torque limit on this engine, and there was a lot lower torque in the bottom part of the range. Go to 5 seconds, you see more detail. Go to 1 second and you see even more detail. With aggregated data, you would miss all of this. Another critical factor we find on this is cooling systems problems. Where thermostats stick, they create intermittent high temperatures that can lead to cylinder liner failures in these large engines that are, $20,000 to $25,000 repair items, and plus productivity downtime. So, there are challenges to having quality data, though. We've talked about the data acquisition, multiple sources. We need to be able to convert the protocols. We need to be able to prepare the data by enumerating it, scaling it, and we need to package it for transmission. So there's also the challenges of being remote. Any wireless system is not 100% capable, and so you have to buffer the data. It's absolutely critical that you buffer this data so that you don't lose data packets. And that is as important in above ground as it is below ground. So how can Monaco help? From a data acquisition viewpoint, we have MCore, our latest flagship product that will help with that. We also have Monaco Live, which is an OSI Pi system in the Azure cloud, only for customers that don't have their own system or don't have the man hours or expertise available to try to analyze that data. That's what Monaco Live is for. MCore was specifically designed with 3 major design goals. One was industrial cybersecurity. So every time we connect to a Pi system or to a cloud server, we're using bidirectionally authenticated and encrypted and compressed connections so that it is secure. Second, it had to be rugged for the mobile market. We do nothing but heavy equipment and mobile equipment. And then third was something new. It was maximum computing power for edge analytics. So this is a depiction of what Monaco Live looks like in the Azure cloud. You get the data, send it to the cloud, and from anywhere in the world, you have a browser on a computer, you can reach that data. It's relatively simple to build these screens. This is actually a customer screen. It's a maintenance planner that used an on-site Pi system to build this screen with only 3 months of work on it. And to highlight what we're doing here, in the left-hand corner, you have all kinds of information on consumption rate, payload, ground speed, so on and so forth. A lot of detail, even brake system and differentials between left and right, lots of detail. In the upper right-hand corner are the suspension details. So you have differential lube oil, you have differential left and right, empty and loaded. Again, this goes right to the rack, the road efficiency type information. And then here's detailed engine information down to air filter restriction, intake manifolds, compressors, trend lines, all sorts of things that are very detailed engine data. So, I want to bring this home with what can Monaco do to help you get quality data that you can use for condition monitoring. We can act as a consultant to help you plan how you're going to acquire the data from your assets. We are an independent third party. We have no OEM affiliation. So we're not, Caterpillar trying to take all that data or Komatsu. We're an independent third party. We are an OSI partner, so we can help integrate into OSI Pi systems either at your facility or Monaco Live if you don't have another system. We also have connectors, secure connectors to all the major cloud vendors. So if that's your choice, that's your choice. So what we really want you to understand is that we believe this is your machine and it's your data and you should have it in your way. And that's what Monaco can help with. So From here, if you would like to have a further conversation with us, please visit our booth and set up a meeting. Thank you very much for your time today.
METS Ignited is the industry growth centre for mining equipment, technology and services. Australia's METS sector is a recognised world leader in innovation and technology, delivering the safety, environmental and productivity outcomes that sustain our global resources sector. The success of Australia's METS companies has created more highly skilled jobs and expanded the local economic contribution of Australia's leading technology sector.